Welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. Today's video is going to be on this 1940 Chevrolet light duty half-ton pickup truck. This is one I'm going to do kind of like a rat rod, little hot rod, old school hot rod, which you probably know by now. Everything I do is old school. I've got some plans for it. I'm gonna show you around it, talk to you about it, give you some of my ideas. Maybe some of y'all have some ideas I could do. But this video is going to be about this truck and how I got it and what I've been doing to it and what I plan to do to it. And we'll take you through some of when I got it. I've had it for about a year. And I've done a few things to it, and I've got a lot of ideas. So stick around, check this out, and see what you think. Thank you very much. Wanted to show you a little bit about this 1940 Chevrolet pickup. She's rough, but it's right much there. It's enough to make a hot rod, rat rod kind of thing out of. I've got some ideas. I'll let you know. I'll tell you about that. But you know, until I really get to working on it, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go with it. But it's just a neat old truck that I'd just like to tell you about and show you for future project. Like I say, 1940 Chevrolet. 40, that's what I was told when I bought it. I don't have any paperwork with it right now, it's a bill of sale. I expect this truck has been parked or junked probably for almost 50 years, but it's enough there to do something with, and I'd like to. Now, when I got it, it had this 46 front end on it, which is really rough, but it's pretty cool. Got the old straight axle, still got the 6 lug wheels on it. I'm gonna change all that. It's got the factory 6-cylinder in it, as far as I know. It's got all the factory style stuff on it. It's even got the old factory generator down here. A little, I think it's a Carter 1-barrel with the actual little factory style air cleaner. Got the pop-out windshield, but all that's really rough. I'd love to fix that, but I'll probably end up putting a solid straight windshield in it. She's a little rusty, but not eat out too bad. It could be fixed up. I gotta put a whole new floor pan in it. You know, probably could save a little bit of this, but why bother? I just put a whole new one in. I did stick a S10 rear end in it. That's just kind of hanging there. It is in, but I doubt I'll use S10. There's the rear end that came out of it with the torque tube. I just cut the torque tube, pulled it all out. That's the original rear end for it. Here is upside down right now because I'm getting ready to paint the bottom of it, but we had a little rain shower come up. Straight axle, pretty much just like what's in it. But this one's already got the disc brakes, 5-lug Chevrolet style disc brakes. Now I'd have to get the calipers and the hangers and all that stuff, but that's already on it. And this was in a truck that a fellow was rolling around and was working on. He's going to go a different route, so I got it from him. Actually, I got this and the S10 rear end that was in his truck. So I stuck that in. I'm going to be sticking that front end in. Front axle, that way I at least have 5-lug and put the rallies on it all the way around or whatever. 5-lug and get it rolled around so I can work on it. But not bad, really cool little project. I'll probably end up making a bed for it. I might cut the frame rail off a little bit at the back. I'll probably end up putting new shackles, new springs, and I'd like to get a different rear end, maybe out of a Camaro or even an 8.8 out of a Mustang. It might work good. We'll see when we get that far. I'm thinking right now of putting a big block Chevrolet engine in this. I've got one in my 74 GMC Wrecker, but it does have a car engine. They put a car engine out of a junkyard in it. I'm not sure what size it is. I'm pretty sure it's not a 454. It's a 454 truck. I'm thinking it's a 396 or 402, which is basically the same thing. Chevrolet just bored it out, made it a 402. But anyway, I'd like to put that in it. I think it would look good, and I haven't decided on a transmission. I would love to do a 3-speed manual, straight gear, transmission in it. That would be nice, but I'm leaning towards, it's kind of hard not to do a turbo 350 or even a 400. Just make it a whole lot easier. I do want to change the steering column. Anyway, I'd like to keep the steering kind of like it is as much as I can, because I like the springs, I like the old steering box, but that's got that kill your steering column in it. It's on straight column before they had the collapsible ones. I ain't interested in that. It's got the old original gauges in it. Nothing real fancy, but it's a cool old truck. Just wanted to show you. Let you know how what might be coming up pretty soon. All right, let me get you in here. Show you this big block. I'd like to take out and put in the 40. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot right there, but it is a big block Chevrolet. I painted it orange probably 20 years ago, but it was already orange. So from what I understand on Chevrolet engines, the big block car engines were orange. But I'll know when I pull it out or check the numbers on the block. So like I said before, I'm thinking it's a maybe a 402. The fellow that switched the engine over years ago couldn't remember exactly what it was. He said he was pretty sure it came out of a car, and he was pretty sure it wasn't a 396. So it was probably a 402. Now, even if it was a truck engine or a bus engine, I believe those are 366s. Not really high performance. Back in the 70s, I think they would build them. You had to do a lot of work to them, but they were good engines. But they're not something you can just kind of hop up and make a hot rod out of. You could do something else a whole lot cheaper and get just as much or more power. But even if it's a 366, it'd be great in that 40. Because I'm not looking for a race car in that, or just an old school hot rod with a good looking big block in it would be nice. But y'all stay tuned, and in a future episode I will tell you what it is, because I'll check the numbers on it. All right, well, I'll tell you real quickly how I ended up getting this truck. Fella had a truck frame, a 46 Chevy truck frame, for sale on Marketplace. I contacted him. I went out, I looked at it, I met him. Turned out to be a really good guy. I bought that frame from him, and he talked me into joining the car club, the local car club. So I did that, and he told me he had I believe it was a 1.5 ton 46 Chevy truck, big flatbed, but the cab and all that's the same. Well, in the meantime, he had a buddy of his that was trying to sell it for him too. They ended up selling it. And he told me, he said, Mark, I'll sell you that one I have, since I just bought another. Well, he actually bought a 3/4 ton 40 model. That's why I got this front end and the rear end out of it. And so he gave me a good price on it. And so I went in and I bought it. And I haven't regretted it one bit. So that's how I got it. I've even got a picture of, I believe it's his son that's actually in the picture, helping to unload the truck off the trailer. And then we set the 46 front end on it, and I went from there. But that's just a little bit how I got it, and I've enjoyed it, and I look forward to getting started really working on it. Now, just so you'll know, some of these pictures go from the kind of dull, rusty patina, real patina look to shiny cab. I did use the Poppy's patina wipe-on clear coat for that. Now, I think I am going to go ahead probably in the next month or so before the weather turns cold. I'm going to lightly sand it again and put a little bit more on it, just so it'll be more. I really like that. I like the way it looks. So that way, you know, when you see it go from the dull rusty to the shinier, more blue looking, that's what it is, a wipe on clear coat. Now on the front end, I used the Shine Juice, which is the linseed oil, mineral spirits, little WD-40, something like that. That will wear off, but you can put that on every few months or so. But the other is clear coat. All right, I got her sprayed down. Now, before anybody comments and says, you don't know how to paint with a rattle can, I wasn't trying to get smooth, even strokes. This is suspension stuff. Old, 80-year-old, 84 years old. Suspension front end stuff. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it. I'm planning to, but all I'm trying to do is get some of this Rust-Oleum paint covered on it, get it black and get it protected. So here she is, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this video on the 40 Chevy truck. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe learned a little something about it. We'll dive into it more later on, and we'll both learn a little bit more about it. My next video, I'm planning on doing a little bit more on the 73 Charger. I've already got some footage of that. I hope to take you up the road on it. I'm going to work on that next couple days. But my daughter and her boyfriend came over the other day, and we tinkered with it a little bit, and we got it running. And so I've got some fresh footage on that. And, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this, talking about the old 40 truck. I really appreciate all of you. I appreciate the views and the comments. I really like them. So keep them coming, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little button, and I'll see you at the shop.